चैतन्यं सर्वगं सर्वं सर्वभूतगुहाशयं यत्सर्वविषयातीतं तस्मै सर्वविदे नमः।
ओम चैतन्यं सर्वगं सर्वं सर्वभूतगुहाशयं यत्सर्वविषयातीतं तस्मै सर्वविदे नमः. We are studying the 17th chapter of Shankaracharya's Upadesh Sahasri, the poetic portion of it, and we studied up to Shloka 27 yesterday. We read it. We can read it again. Shloka 27 of 17th chapter called Samyagmati Prakaran. Tadaivekam tridhadneyam maya bijam puna kramat मायावी आत्मा अविकारोपि बहुदेखो जलार्कवत् तदा एव एकम. तदा, that means उस अवस्था में एकम, one, Maya Bijam, the seed which is Maya. Maya is presented here as the Lord's power of projection through names and forms, and also as an act of magic by the magician. Now this Maya, or the power of the Lord to project himself through names and forms, tada, in those states, ekam tridadnyayam kramat punah. So in rotation, it appears in three ways. Three ways, Jagrat Swapna Sushupti. In rotation, the same Maya Bij, the power of appearance of the Lord through names and forms, appears in the waking state, then that goes away, and it appears in the dream state, that goes away. It appears in the sleep state, that goes away. It again appears in the dream state, it again appears in the waking state. Like that, in a cyclic form, that is kramat, it goes on appearing in three different ways. Mayavi Atma. Mayavi is the magician. The self is like the magician. Avikaropi, it does not undergo any change. Bahuda Eko. In all these forms, he is only one. Jalarkavat. As the sun reflects in different receptacles of water, in different ways, but the sun is only one. So this, in the three states, this appearance of the magician, the reality, is only an appearance. Though by rotation they come and go, the rotation is mentioned because they are mutually contradictory. And these contradictory states, he appears through names and forms. So it is not his real transformation. It is only the appearance. And in appearance there can be several forms and they may come and go. Bijam chaikam yatha bhinnam prana swapnadivistatha swapna jagrat sharireshu tadvachatma jalenduvat Yatha. For example, ekam bijam, that will be one seed, the power of appearance. Vinnam appears as differently. Prana Swapna Devi. Pran is the Hiranyagarbha or the universal subtle state, and Swapna is the individual subtle state. So, in Prana, in a subtle individual, Adivi. So, the gross cosmic, the gross individual, or the states, only one Maya seed, the power of appearance of the Lord appears Vinnam. Similarly, Tadvat. Tadvat. Swapna Jagrat Sharireshu. So, in the state, in the bodies, in the dream state, in the waking state, in the sleep state, by rotation, the Atma appears. Similarly, in the three bodies, the Atma appears. So, it is covered with gross body, subtle body, and by similarity, we take the Avyakta body also. So, Swapna Jagrat Sharireshu. Prana Swapna Devi and Swapna Sharireshu. So, as in the three states, the same self appears. So, in the three bodies also, the self appears. Tadvacha Atma. Another example is given for that, Jalenduvat. Instead of Surya, he gives the example of a moon. Moon in water. So in the water of the lake, water of the river, water muddy, water clear, the moon appears through a reflection. Same moon. Similarly, the same one Atman appears through his magic-like power in different bodies as well as in different states. Maya Hastinamaruhya
Maya Hastinamaruhya
Mayavi Eko Yatha Vrajet
Mayavi Eko Yatha Vrajet
Agachan Tadvat Devatma
Agachan Tadvad Evatma
Prana Swapna Digocharaha.
Prana Swapnadi Gocharaha.
Now that example of the magician is carried forward. And what magician does? It throws a veil-like something on our eyes, or he hypnotizes us. So what it shows? A elephant produced out of magic. And that Mayavi appears to climb that elephant. And that Agachan Vrajet, he comes and goes. In front of us, he comes on a Mayahasti and goes away. Eko Mayavi, the same Mayavi. Tadvad eva Atma. So Atma is compared to a magician. It appears to come in a dream, body or state in a different way, and comes in the Swapna, Prana and Swapna, that is Adi also is there. Cosmic, subtle, individual subtle, cosmic gross, individually gross, state or body, he appears just like the magician. Gochara means he appears like that. Na hasti na tadarudho
Nahasti Natadarudo
Mayavi anyo yatha sthitaha
Mayavi Anyo Yathasthitaha
na pranadi na tadrashta
Na Pranadi Natadrashta
tatha jno anya sada drishi.
तथा ज्ञो अन्यः सदा दृशिः.
Now at the end of the magic, the magician comes and salutes you. There is neither elephant nor the rider on the elephant. The Mayavi was different. And he came and stand before you, without the elephant or without the person who has climbed on the elephant. So, Drishi, same that, element of knowledge. Jno is the knower. Anya is different from the person appearing before us. States and the person in that state, both are appearances. The person is different from them. Na pranadi, na tadrashta. So he is not the Hiranyagarbha, not the seer within the Hiranyagarbha. Both are appearances. The Hiranyagarbha body or state is different, and in that the consciousness is consciousness associated with that Hiranyagarbha. So they are not there. He is one without a second. Only the power of seeing. So that is how we should eliminate. Abadha chakshusho nasti.
अबद्ध चक्षुषो नास्ति.
Maya, Maya vinopiva.
माया मायाविनोऽपि वा.
Baddhakshasaiva sa Maya.
बद्धाक्षस्यैव सा माया.
Amayavi eva sato bhavet.
मायावी एव ततो भवेत्.
Now the interesting thing is, some people see through the Maya. That means their eyes are not bound by his magic. Understood this point? So, abadha chakshusho. For those whose eyes are not bound by his Maya. Nasti Maya. There is no magic. Because they say, nor the Mayavi, nor the magician. Then for whom it is? But the chakshusha. Those minds are deluded, they see the magic. If there are people who see through the magic, they don't see. Samaya. Baddhakshasaiva samaya. Amayavi eva. Tato bhavet. So, the reality is not a magician also. Magician for those whose eyes are bound. He is not a magician for those who see through the magic. So, Mayavi or Sagun Brahma also is an appearance. The reality is Nirguna Brahma. Sakshad eva sa vidneya.
साक्षात् एव स विज्ञेयः.
Sakshad atma iti cha shrute.
साक्षात् आत्मा इति च श्रुतेः.
Vidyate hridaya granthir.
विद्यते हृदयग्रन्थिः.
न चेद ityadita shrute.
न चेत् इत्यादितः श्रुतेः.
In this, three Upanishads are mentioned. Three Upanishads. Sakshad eva sa vidneya. So he should be known directly, realized vidneya, sakshat, directly. So he should be directly realized. This is for the sadhak. Now, sakshat atma iti cha shrute. Brihadaranyaka Upanishad has told us that he is sakshat atma. Yes, sakshat aparokshat. Atma Sarvantara, like that. Brihadaranyaka tells that it is directly seen. So we should directly see it. Vidyate Hridaya Granthi, and the Mundaka Upanishad tells us that when we see both the Saguna and Nirguna Brahma, then the ignorance goes away forever. And then Kenopanishad tells us, Nached iha vedit mahati vinashti. The full mantra is that Yached avedit atha satyam asti. Nached iha vedit mahati vinashti. If you see in this life, then your life is all right, not some extraordinary. Because that is the nature. And if you do not see, then it is a big loss. So through this and this, Shrutis have been telling us, you should see it directly. If you do not see it, is a terrible punishment, it is a terrible loss. So three Shruti quotations he has connected. And if you see, then ignorance is gone forever. Now a doubt comes. Here, debates are all over. But the sadhak feels a doubt. Ashabdaditvato nasya
Ashabdaditvato nasya
grahanam chendriyair bhavet
grahanam chendriyai bhavet
sukhadibhyas tatha anyatvat
sukhadibhyas tathanyatvat
buddhya vapi katham bhavet. Buddhya. No. Meaningless it will become. Buddhya.
Buddhya vapi katham bhavet.
That means ashabdam asparsham arupam avayam. So we cannot know it through our organs. So indriya grahanam asya na bhavet. Due to these Shruti quotations, we understand that it cannot be grasped by the indriya. Sukhadibhyam. Sukhadibhyam tatha anyatva. That means pleasure and pain, happiness, this also we directly perceive in our mind. But Atma has been told to be different than pleasure and pain. So it cannot be seen by the indriyas. It cannot be felt in the mind. It is different from object, different from mental states. Then buddhya, by our intellect, by our nishyatmaka vritti, by eye consciousness, what we like to call it, how it can be seen? We see always through our mind and organs. When it cannot be grasped through organs, not through mind, then how do we see it? Now the answer is elaborately given. Answer is not that, how can you see? You can't see. You can't see it as an object, but you are that. And so you can realize it. What has been told is Vijnana, Sakshat. That means you can directly realize you are that. You cannot see as it an object, we accept this objection. But it does not mean that you cannot know it. You can know it directly as your own reality. That is the answer being given gradually. Adrishyopi yatha rahu.
Adrishyopi yatha rahu.
Chandre.
Chandre.
Bimbam yathamasi.
Chandre bimbam yathamasi.
Here Hindi translation has gone wrong. I got confused, then I slowly looked at it again. Sarvagopi tathaivatma.
Sarvagopi tathaivatma.
Buddhau eva sa gruhyate.
Buddhau eva sa gruhyate.
Question is not available as an object. Not available because it is limitless. So, Rahu is a mythological planet and it's never seen. But when there is Grahana on the moon, then we see it in its effect. So first is, little it is showing now that it is not available as an object directly realizable. But by effect we can know that it exists. So the mythology says that it attacks moon and sun at the time of Grahana. So we can see the Grasita moon which has been affected by Rahu. And so we understand that there is Rahu because of which the moon has been Grasita. First answer. Then Bimbe, Bimbam, Bimbam should not be connected with Chandra. Rahu, Chandra.
Acha.
Bimbam, Ambasi, like that. Chandra is Saptami, Rahu is Prathama, Bimbam is Prathama, Ambasi in water is Saptami. So Rahu is seen in Chandra, effectively. And Bimba is our own face. Bimba is used always in juxtaposition with Pratibimba. Can we see our own face? Does it mean we don't know our face? We see it in a mirror. Mirror here is water, Ambasi. You don't know your face. You can never see your face as an object. But you can see its reflection in water. You cannot see Rahu. You can see its effect on moon. You cannot see your own face, but you can see its reflection in water. Understood? So you can grasp it, no, not as an object directly perceivable. Sarvagopi tathaiva Atman. Now Atman is all pervading. So how can you see? It is your own real nature. It pervades you also. It pervades the whole world also. But in your intellect, you can see its reflection. Because you are conscious, so you can see that its consciousness is there. Because Buddhi is not conscious. Buddhi is not conscious, it is an instrument. Man, Buddhi, Chitta, Ahankara. So it has the inner instrument, it is not conscious. But the reflection of all pervading consciousness can be seen, because otherwise Buddhi, how does it act? So through the action of the Buddhi, it can be known that it exists as your own reality, not as an object. Understood? So first indication is that you can know it in its effect. You can see the big thing also in reflection. And then when it has been brought home in Buddhi, then you can transcend it and you can know your own real nature, not as an object. So that objection is invalid. We have accepted that objection. You cannot see it. Yes, you cannot see it as an object. But you can see its effect, you can see its reflection, you can see, you can feel its presence in your own intellect. So translation has gone off there. Bhanor bimbam yatha chaushnam
भानुर्बिम्बं यथा चौष्ण्यं
jale drishtam na chambasah
जले दृष्टं न चाम्भसः
buddho bodho na tad dharma
बुद्धौ बोधो न तद्धर्मः
tathaiva syad vidharmatah.
तथैव स्यात्
Now
विधर्मतः.
here that argument or understanding is completed in this shloka. Bhanu has been brought again. Sun, Bhanur Bimbam. Bhanur Bimbam, the figure of the sun. And Aushnam, and the heat of the sun. Jale Drishtam, we can see both of them in water. That means water also becomes hot. And when it is exposed to sun, and we see sun shining there. So we see the sun shining and its heat in water, but both of them do not belong to water. Sun does not belong to water, heat does not belong to water. Both have come from the sun. We can see it there. So next step, we can feel all this sarvagam in our heart, but that is a reflection. That is what it is. Step by step. Buddho bodho na tad dharma. So bodha, consciousness, we feel in the intellect, not tad dharma. But that is not the characteristics of the intellect. Tathaiva connects with previous line. Similarly, syad, it is like that only vidharmata. Because we know the characteristics of intelligence is opposite to consciousness. It is jada. Buddhi is jada. So buddhi is opposite in characteristics to consciousness. So the consciousness appears in buddhi, does not belong to it. So through that, we are tracing it. This is all Kenopanishad style. Brihadaranyaka also. Chakshur yukta dhiyo vritti
चक्षुर्युक्ता धियो वृत्तिः
yatam pashyan alupta drut
यातां पश्यन् अलुप्तदृक्
drishter drashta bhavedatma
दृष्टेर्दृष्टा भवेदात्मा
shrute shrota tatha bhavet.
श्रुतिश्रोता तथा भवेत्.
No, Atman is alupta drut. That means always its seeing power is nowhere gone. Now, when it gets associated with a buddhi vritti through eyes, then eyes appear to see, buddhi appears to be conscious, but its consciousness, Atman's consciousness, is never lost. They are not in them. He is never lost. So, its term is, it is the seer of the vision. It is the hearer of the organ of hearing. That means eyes are seeing, but he is aware that eyes are seeing. Ears are hearing. He is aware that ears are hearing. So now it is taking insight. Not an object, not the instruments of perception. They are all like dead matter. But they are seeing. So through that seeing, he will be known. If we go inside and inside, if our attention is outside, we cannot know him. But because of these people's capacity to see and hear, he is known as the seer of the seer, listener of the listener. So through their activities, we can trace him. It is not only Anumana, you have to trace him by ingoingness. Kevalam manaso vrittim
Kevalam manaso vrittim
Pashyan manta mater ajaha
Pashyen manta mater ajaha
Vigyata alupta shaktitvat
Vijnata alupta shaktitvat
Tatha shastram nahi ityataha.
Tatha shastram nahi iti ataha.
So, he has been shown through Chakshu Yukta, Shrotra Yukta. Now there is another vritti, which is only in the mind. Sukha dukkha are to be perceived. So, he is also called the thinker of the thinking, thinker of the mind. So, he is the only consciousness. Because of him, thinking becomes possible. So, that example is continued here. Eyes, ears, mind. Nahi ityadi, Shastra says, Nahi vigyatur parilupyate, nahi drashtur drishi viparilupa bhavati. That is nahi.
Oh.
So Shastra tells nahi. That means Vijnata's Shakti is alupta. The power of the Vijnata, Shruta Manta Vigyata, is never gone. So that is how one has to trace it. Dhyayati iti avikaritvam
Dhyayati iti avikaritvam
tatha lelayati iti api
Tatha lelayati iti api
atrastheneti shuddhatvam
Atrasteneti shuddhatvam
tatha ananvagata shrute.
Tatha ananvagatam shrutehe.
These are terrible statements in Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. First is a well-known example. Dhyayatiwa lelayatiwa. Through Swapna it is pointed out that it appears to think, it appears to act. It is not thinking, it is not appearing. Then in Brihadaranyaka, you can see if you like. 4.3.22. 4.3.22. You can open quickly. Above that, shlokas are given indication.
4.3.22.
Now in 4.3.7, that Dhyayati or Lelayati is there.
Okay.
And 4.3.22, you read that?
Atra pita apita bhavati mata amata loka alokaha deva adevaha veda avedaha atra
Again, Atra is what?
Atra stena astena
Atra stena astena bhavati. Then? Bhrunaha abhrunaha.
Chandala achandalaha Polkasaha apolkasaha Shramanaha ashramanaha Tapasaha atapasaha Tapasaha atapasaha Ananvagatam Punyena ananvagatam Papena Tirno hi tada Sarvan shokan hridayasya bhavati.
Here, the thief becomes non-thief. Now that Bhruna, for what purpose I do not know, deliberately or otherwise, Gambharanjas, Madhvanjas translated wrongly. Maybe deliberately.
Killer of a noble Brahman.
Bhruna, you know Bhrunatya? The unborn child in the womb of the mother. So that is taken to be the worst sin in the world. To kill a child still unborn, child still present in the womb of the mother. Bhrunaha. That is the worst kill. But if one has killed like that, in that state he is not the killer. It does not mean that after knowledge one does this thing. It is not like the Atopisa Iman Lokandanti. Suppose he has stolen something. Now he has become a jnani. Now he has not stolen. He has become disconnected with the person who stole it. And this we know in his deep sleep. So in Brihadaranyaka, in many places, the nature of a man is shown through his deep sleep. So in dream, Punya-Pak effect will be there. But in deep sleep, I slept happily. I knew nothing. No, this is not the real state. But through it, we are shown that in a man of knowledge, he is not a thief. And even if he has killed child in somebody's womb, he has not killed it. So how much effect the realization makes on the character of a man is being shown. In Taittiriya Upanishad it is said, Priya Priyana Tapata Kimam Sadhuna Karavam Kimam Papama Karavam. That means if he has done something wrong, he does not have to worry now that why I did not do good thing, why I did bad thing. It is gone. Now, equivalent of this in the Bhakti Shastra is that if I pass away taking Durga's name, I see how I can be affected by Brunaha and Stena, drinking wine, Nashi Nari. Understood? So that is equivalent of that to become like that. If I have taken Durga's name, means if I have gone beyond this world through Durga's name. It is not literal there. That is the same thing here. But what a tremendous statement. Only glory of knowledge and knowledge only we can achieve this thing. Otherwise, show me any other Shastra. If you have committed a sin, you have to suffer. If you have committed a punya, ananvagatam punyana papena. Ananvagatam means he is not affected by his punya, he is not affected by his pap.
Pulkasam is what?
Same, 4022.
No, Polkasam.
Now that thing, that we have gone to Brihadaranyaka. Now, Chanda.
Chanda.
You read in the Bhashya there.
Oh, translation of the Bhashya.
Translation only words will be there, Chandal.
Oh.
Or anything more is there in translation? No. So, if you see in our country, I will tell you, there was Anulom Vilom marriage, a social custom. Social custom depending upon great psychological truths. That a man, Purusha, of a higher caste, can always marry any girl of any lower caste. And there is a Manusmriti statement even. Antyadapi Parav Dharma Stri Ratnam Dushkuladapi. So that is granted. But if the caste or varna of the girls is higher, then that marriage is called in different names. So, Shudra father, Brahmin girl, if they are married, their santati is called Chandala. Now next, Shudra man and Kshatriya girl, if they are married, it is called Polkas. That is Chandala and Polkas. Okay. Anyway, he is born. Means his actions do not affect him as been told. Now his birth does not affect him. He might have been born as anything. But if he has realized, now he is neither Chandala nor Polkas. And in deep sleep also, that man is not Chandala or Polkas. Okay? So here they are not there, but in the Brihadaranyaka, here only two are mentioned, Stena and Bruna.
Stena is the
Stena iti.
Stena is thief.
Stena is the thief. Now Stena here does not say Astena, Shuddha. A thief is now a pure man after realization. Bruna and all that is not mentioned. One pratika is given, mantra pratika. Tatha ananvagata shrute. In that way, ananvagatam punyena papena is there. So it does not have to follow the results of punya or papa. Washed out. They cannot be washed out by any other thing but by knowledge that is washed out.
Ananvagatam.
Anvagatam. Anvagatam means it has to follow that.
Okay.
If you have done punya to get punya body, pap then pap body. But if you are realized, then you are a non-follower of your punya pap. Means the glory of knowledge. Shakti alopat sushupte jnaha
Shakti alopat sushupte jnaha
tatha modhe avikarataha
tatha bodhe avikaratah
jneyasaiva visheshastu
jneyasyaiva visheshastu
yatra va iti shruter vacha.
yatra va iti shruter vachah.
Even in deep sleep, its power of knowing is not gone. There is no object to be known. Sushupte jnaha shakti alopat. Shakti, power of vision, alopat, not gone. Jnaha, the knower, tatha bodhe, avikarata. In his own consciousness, if he realizes him, then also the power is not gone. Sushupta, example, bodhe, real. So this is how he is to be known. Bodhe, bodh hai Thakur Bole. Geya seva visheshastu. Means this being known, not known, that is about the objects, not about the self. Yatra va iti shruter vacha. That is where there is different object to be seen as if. where there is different thing to be known as if. That is what the Shruti says. So this is all about the objects. But the knower is same. Knower is untouched. Vyavadhanadhi paroksham
Vyavadhanadhi paroksham
lokadrishter anatmanaha
lokadrishter anatmanaha
drishter atmaswarupatvat
drishter atmasarupatvat
pratyaksham brahma tatsmrutam.
pratyaksham brahma tatsmritam.
Paroksham means indirectness. Vyavadhanati paroksham. If there is something in between, then we say indirect. Lokadrishter anatmana. Lokadrishti, ordinary man's vision. Anatmana, vyavadhana, paroksham. So Lokadrishti sees something other than Atman. So Atman is not seen. Your question was when it is not seen. So who is not seen? Ignorant man. He feels an objection, an obstruction. So he sees Anatman. And so for him it is remote, paroksham. Drishter Atma Sarupatvat, but the real vision is identified with the Atman itself. The Swarupa of Drishti is Atman. So, the Rishis tell us, the Smritam is Rishis tell us that Brahma is Pratyaksha. This apratyakshata comes only due to ignorance, but Shruti tells us that it is pratyaksham. So, the directness of the vision is through identification, not by seeing it as an object. Nahi deepantara peksha
Nahi deepantarapeksha
yadvad deepa prakashane
yadvad deepa prakashane
bodhasyatma sarupatvat
bodhasyatma sarupatvat
na bodho anya tatha ishyate.
na bodho anyah tatha ishyate.
To reveal a lamp, we do not require other lamp. So bodha, consciousness, is the very nature of Atman. So, to know that we do not require other bodha. That means I cannot see it. You need not see it. But I will be directly aware of myself because my nature is consciousness. Vishayatvam vikaritvam
Vishayatvam vikaritvam
nanatvam vanahishyate
nanatvam vanahishyate
na heyo napi upadeya
na heyo na upadeya
atma nannena vatataha.
atma nanyena vatataha.
So Atma is neither a Vishay. Atma is neither a Vikari. Atma is not various. Vishayatvam vikaritvam nanatvam. Nahi ishyate, we do not want. Na heyo napi upadeya. Therefore we cannot give it up. Your own real nature you can never give it up, and you cannot obtain it from outside. Nane nava. Somebody different than Atman cannot give it up or cannot receive it. Because Atman is everybody's real nature. Sabhahyabhyantaro ajirno
Sabhahyabhyantaro ajirno
janma mrityu jaratigaha
janma mrityu jaratigaha
aham atmeti yo vetti
aham atme iti yo vetti
kuto neva vibheti sa.
kuto anveva vibheti saha.
So he is outside and inside. Ajirno. Ajirno is not indigestion. Ajirna means he never becomes old. Jirnam na bhavati. Janma mrityu jaratiga. Birth, death, old age, he is beyond that. Aham atma iti yo vetti. This Atman is my real nature. He who knows thus, he is not afraid of anything. So final knowledge of this nature. This Atman unchanging, not an object, not this, that is my nature. And then the man is beyond fear. Dvitiyadvai bhayam bhavati. Prag eva etad vidhe karma.
Prag eva etad vidhe karma.
Varnitvad.
Varnitvad. Varnitvadi apohanat.
Varnitvadehe apohanat.
Varnitvadehe apohanat.
Tadastuladi shastrebhyam.
तदस्थूलादि शास्त्रेभ्यः
तत्त्वमेवेति निश्चयात्.
तत्त्वम् एवेति निश्चयात्.
प्रागेव एतद्विदे कर्म वर्णितत्वात् अपोहत्वात्. Before all this knowledge, karma has been described. And apohatvat. In the knowledge prakram, it has been removed. Before this knowledge, karma has been described. In the knowledge, karma has been removed. Tad asthuradi shastrebhya, asthulamananu, etc., that shastra, tattvam-eveti nishya, that is its very nature, is known.
Means after removing the karma?
In karma kanda, karma is true. But in jnana kanda, it is removed. And in jnana kanda, by the asthura, Brihadaranyaka only is called shastra here. Asthura Mananu Rasam, 19 negatives, Yajnavalkya tells Gargi. So in that shastra, that is this tattvam, that is this real nature. That is the nishya. Purva deha parityage. Purva deha parityage. Jatyadinam prahanatah.
Jatyadinam prahanatah.
Dehasyevatu jatyadi.
Dehasyevatu jatyadi.
Tasyapevam hi anatmata.
Tasyapevam hi anatmata.
I think Brahmin and all that is also duty body. I'll take it up tomorrow. Om Chaitanyam Sarvagam Sarvam Sarvabhuta Guhashayam Yat Sarva Vishayatitam Tasmai Sarvavide Namaha. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat. Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu. 45 will take again. 44 up to we are read.
Chaitanyam sarvagam sarvam sarvabhutaguhashayam yat sarva vishayatitam tasmai sarvavide namaha.